Hi guys, this is Lashette from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I am back with my 2022 annual setup here in my new bullet journal. As you can see, it's bigger. Not quite a B5 size. This I got from Five Below, and I wasn't planning on using it as my bullet journal, but here we are. I lost some footage, so I'll start by telling you about the stickers. The 2022 are created by Danielle on Etsy, and this computer girl in pink is from GDB Art. In the front cover, I did this title page with my name, Hello 2022 in Bujo, and some line work. I glued the first page to that sort of inside page because it was weirdly in here, and I did for the first time ever a grid spacing page with a key. The front cover, the line art you'll see, I decided I wanted to keep things very simple, which worked out because this paper is not as good as even the Muji notebook paper. So my theme is basically black serif lettering with botanical line art, and I used images that I copied from the botanical line drawing book by Peggy Dean I've had for years. So you'll see it recurring in all the titles. Here I just picked up a image to copy from of some holly from Documented Journey stickers that I have. One page index. This book is so much bigger than my usual. I have more space for things, and I don't usually have a super long index, so this works fine. Flipping the page, I will have my word of the year and my annual objectives. Again, I have so much space, they can share a page this time. I can already see some ghosting and bleed through, so I only have the first letters capitalized and filled in here. On the other side, I'm putting in a personalized Monopoly board. I had not figured out which space is for what yet, so I was just coloring in the tiles. And under that, I will put my top 5 priority objectives, goals, dreams for 2022. At the time of filming this, I did not fill in any of these spreads, so you'll have to see that on my Instagram account, link in the description as always, and all of my supplies are always linked in the description unless I got it from a dollar store or the 99-cent store. I can't link those. I was trying to color these in lightly so that there would be no bleed through, because if I go over it again, then it starts to bleed through, even with the Furunosuke pens, which is what I was using for the most part. But they just looked really ashy. I don't know how else to say. Spotty, I guess. And yeah, not doing that again. On the next spread, on the left side, I wound up leaving it blank. I will put my moon phases there, but I usually put a printout if you've watched me from Lunar Abundance. However, my printer decided we had no more ink, and I had no money for ink. And to be honest, I was in quarantine for COVID, so I couldn't buy more if I wanted to. So that stayed empty. On the right hand side, I don't know why, but I put on the bottom a social media tracker, and this is where I messed up. I don't know why I left the top part empty exactly. I'll figure out what to put there, but when erasing the pencil lines, I ripped the paper, and then I put the social media I'm tracking in the wrong spaces, so I had to wipe them all out and then rewrite them. It was a mess. But it's okay, that's life, nothing's perfect. I'll still use both sides. The next spread is my annual strategy spread, and then after that, the next two spreads are my annual log, part 1 and 2. Now the difference, if you're new here, is annual strategy is for my businesses and the annual log is for personal things that I want to remember. I usually also have a year at a glance, but I combined that with the annual log this year. I'm so proud of myself because I had the space. But you can see how I did the botanical drawing more with the titles here. I also brought back some of those 2022 stickers created by Danielle. Now, I usually don't do boxes in my bullet journal because it's counterintuitive for me, the reason why I use the bullet journal in the first place, like not to be hemmed in by boxes like planners have. But I have so much space, I decided to draw boxes because they're pretty. I drew 12 like 3D boxes here, and I alternated between the blacks and pinks, which is my color scheme if you haven't figured that out yet. I've also mostly given up on filling in the title letters because I can't deal with any more ghosting or bleed through. I just can't. So as you can tell, probably each box is for a month. They'll go from January to December across both pages. And this is one of the areas I use my color code system. And again, you'll see this filled out on my Instagram. The ruler, which is actually a stencil I'm using, is one of those things I've gotten from the 99-cent store, so I do not have a link for it, but it came in a pack of 4 different stencil sizes. And then after some testing, I used that gray Tombow to shade the boxes. Now, for my year at a glance annual logs, I also did boxes, but first, I messed up the title and had to white it out. Isn't that lovely? I wound up putting a sticker over it. Oh, these boxes are more horizontal since this will be a 2 or 4 page spread. And I will have on the left side the months for like a year at a glance. And on the right, I'll have things like birthdays, holidays, important events, things that are coming like books or movies and things like that I want to remember without remembering. And I also did some botanical line drawing above or below the calendars in each box instead of on the title letters. I tried to pick out plants that sort of corresponded with that time of year, the weather here, but that didn't always work out, and it's fine. Sometimes I also just picked randomly off the top of my head something I saw next to me, like a sticker or something online. Not always from the book, basically. And that sticker is from a Redbubble set by Shorva Queen, the potted green plants. So part 1 is the first 6 months of the year, and part 2 are the last 6 months. Now I usually use up one whole book every 6 months or so, but this acts as a future log for me. So I have this information down somewhere about future events and things coming up, ready and waiting for me. That's why I do all 12 months. The next few spreads are pretty simple. First, I'll have a page for each quarter, which again is just me taking advantage of having so much space. And and nothing on them but Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Next up is my to be read page and to be watched. And I can already tell you the to be read page will not be used. I'm going to change that to something else. After this is a shopping page, and I might take that a second one from that to be read page. But shopping list, and I want to use it more detailed this year. On the right side, I have the spreads or pages for my products. So winter and spring, then on the flip side is summer and fall, and across from that a restock and the year-round products. I always make this list. It's nice to have a written reference pages for them. So this is my Bujo for the first half of 2022. Here is a flip through of the finished spreads. Like I said, I did not fill them in, which I usually do off camera and then show you, but Instagram will have it. I like this new size. I'm adjusting to the new paper type. This is a dot grid notebook, if you weren't able to tell with some of the close-ups. But it's not bad, and it's been a while since I've worked all in one notebook and not a like traveler's notebook system type of bullet journal. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, let me know what you think of this video. One of my goals this year is to do more voiceovers since I can now. I will probably be doing my plan with me's monthly with voiceovers like this. Let me know how it went, if you like it. Any suggestions? All in the comments down below. Before I go, if you followed me for a while, you know I do pre-planning in my bullet journals, and I have this pen test page at the very back, but did the pre-planning in this one, and I thought I'd just show you what those pages look like. So that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you are new. There are other setup videos coming as a surprise. I did more than one type of Bujo this year, so stay tuned for those videos. Hit the notification bell so you know when they drop, and enjoy this little vanity close-up filming of my spreads. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.